All right, guys, happy Teachers Week to you all, to all my lovely teachers out there. Thank you for being a good teacher. Thank you for imparting into the lives of these kids. Thank you for making a change in the community which you live in. Teachers are wonderful. Teachers need to be appreciated. Teachers do a lot of things. Teachers can change the world. If one person can stand up and be a doctor, if a person can be a lawyer, if a person can be a president, if a person can be who he or she wants to be in life, then thanks to the teacher. If someone can read and write, thanks to the teacher. If someone can be responsible in life, thanks to the teacher. Teachers do a lot of things. They sacrifice a lot of things to make sure kids are okay, to make sure kids become who they want to be. They guide the kids, they groom the kids, they become mentors to the kids. I can't tell it all, but teachers need to be appreciated. And thank God this week is the Teachers Week. And my school, thanks to my school, they are doing a lot of stuff to appreciate teachers. And I love that. It makes us feel so special. It makes us feel unique and loved. Okay. So happy Teachers Week to everyone out there. You mothers, one cannot do it all. It is a joint or it's a group work. It is a collaborative work. It involves all hands on deck. You do this, you teach math, you teach science, you teach English, you teach ELA, religious and moral education, PE, vocational skills, other stuff. Then we make the child, it becomes a whole something, okay? So one person cannot do it all. It needs collaborative involvement. Everyone needs to get involved, okay? So it is Happy Teachers Week. You mothers, you are enough, you are loved, appreciated, have confidence in yourself. When you walk, have confidence in yourself that you are making a change in the little community in which you find yourself. So in a few years to come, you meet some of these kids and they'll call out your name and they will appreciate you, okay? So keep doing what you are doing. Keep on doing what you are doing to help the kids out there, all right? I appreciate you all. Anyways, as you're approaching to write SCReady, you guys have worked so hard throughout the whole year. Yeah, I see you learning. I see you spending sleepless nights turning in your works, doing your assignment, doing group work, researching. I see what you guys, the efforts you put in to make sure you pass your grade level to go to the next grade level. Guys, I appreciate you. I see you. You're working so hard. And as you're about to write it, guys, you need to put up our all in all to make sure that our efforts are not being in vain. Okay? What is the essence? If after all this suffering you don't pass your SCReady, I mean, what have you gained? So you have to make sure you finish it hard and you get the past mark exceed your expectations. That is expectation right now. You have to meet and even exceed your expectations. All right, so let's go through one or two SCReady practice test questions with you. I mean, we've been doing this and we will continue doing it. So pick up your job test. Those joining from the first time, thank you so much for joining me. A special welcome goes to all my loved ones, my students watching me right now. I love you guys. I love you and I appreciate all you do to make sure you're on top of the game. So let's see this one. All right, so this is SCReady blueprints, okay, for 2024, 2025. That's the blueprints, and we have number system. This is for 6th grade. Number system points allocated to each standard. Number system ratios and proportional relationships, expressions, equations, and inequalities, There are geometry and measurements. Can you guys see all I should do it out of it? So, I don't want to keep so long here. I'm just going through one or two things with you. I wish you guys were all right. Okay, so I think this should be good. You should be able to see this, right? So we have number system, ratios and proportional relationship, expressions, equations and inequalities. We have geometry and measurements, we have data analysis, and we have statistics, right? So these are, in all, we have 60 points allocated, 60 points. You have to make sure you can solve any standard, any question, and each of these standards very well, so that you don't miss a point. Okay. Yeah, the 7th grade or the 8th grade blueprint. So this is the 8th grade blueprint. This is the 7th grade blueprint. And this is the 6th grade blueprints also. Awesome. So we have the DOK levels. That is depth of knowledge, DOK 1. We have 15 to 40 items, DOK 2, 55 to 35. DOK 3, 10, 0 to 10 items on the tests, okay? That is the blue. Right. Now let me bring up the question itself. It means, let's see. So SCReady. Yeah, I have some questions here. Yes, I am so tired. Yeah, I am. Okay, so we have example questions. Go through them. So I gave this to my kids to try their hands on, and most of them did very well. The first question is, a stadium has 8,436 seats that are divided into 12 different sections. So you don't need to read everything. Each section has the same number of seats. How many seats are in each section? So what are you supposed to do when you read a question like this? What should come to your mind? That what is the expectation? What are you supposed to do? How do you solve it? So in this case, you're dividing 8,436 by 12. You are dividing it by 12. You have to use a long division approach to solve this, okay? And so it should be, if you are getting somewhere around 703, then I think you are correct. Okay. Yeah. Yes, the next question. I how do you guys solve the long division question though? How do you guys answer? Because I've already solved it for you. So I hope you guys can solve it. It's not difficult. So just go one by one things, begins. Right, now let's into this one too. What is the value of 24,093 divided by 3? How do you divide this? This should be very much okay and simple. So when you get your answer, you can multiply it by the 3 to verify your answer, okay? As I divide them, multiply whatever answer you get by 3 to see whether you get back the 24,093. Karen says for fifth is equal to 80%. For fifth is equal to 80%. Which statement explains whether Karen is correct or wrong? So A, Karen is correct because for fifth is equivalent to 10 over 8. Is it true? No. 80% is not 10 over 8. Karen is correct because for fifth is equivalent to A over 100. And that is correct. A over 100 is correct. Which fraction is equivalent to 1700? Even the way I mentioned that should tell you that you're getting something like 17 over 100. So look at the place value, the place of 17. And so you get 17 over 100. So 1700, 17 over 100, right? The next question, in Jeremiah's class, two-fifths of the students are boys. What is the percentage? Or what percent of the students in Jeremiah's class are boys? How do you find it? So if two-fifths is what? So 5 times 100, and you're getting what? 40%. 40%. An airplane flies at a speed of 460 miles per hour. How many miles does the plane fly in 3 and 5 tenths hours? How do you find this? You need to multiply the 460 miles by 3 and 5 tenths, okay? So do the multiplication, and you're getting somewhere like 1,610, okay? So multiply. Because if 460 miles is equivalent to 1 hour, then what is equivalent, or how many miles will you fly if you have to fly for 3.5 hours? So you need to multiply the miles by the turn 0.5 hours. The next question, a car service charges 2.540 for driving 1 mile. How much does the company charge for driving 12.45 miles? All these ones are unit rates. Okay, unit rates, so you should be able to know what to do. We just saw the sample payments and rates. Best seed costs $1.25 per pound. How much does 6 pounds of bird seed cost? So unit rate, as I said, per pound. So $1.75 per pound. What are you supposed to do? You need to multiply by 6. It's so easy, guys. Which expression is equivalent to 3x plus 2.5 parentheses 4x plus 2? What are you supposed to do? You have to make sure that after simplifying those, you get any of the options given below. So solve the ones in the parentheses first, okay? But you know that you cannot add 4x to 2. You cannot add it because they are not like things. So you need to multiply the number after the parentheses by whatever is inside the parentheses. That is what I can write on this. I just want to do a quick one, guys. So that's okay. So yeah, this is 3x plus 4.5 times 4 is what giving us 10. So 10x plus 2.5 times 2 is 5. So I'm multiplying 2.5 by 4x and again by 2, right? So when you finish this an expression, group like things, you can add the 3x and the 10x together to give you 13x plus 5. You can also go further to solve anything here. And I guess the answer is B, all right? So solve the ones that parentheses first, then you can go with one. All right, let's see this question. Janet buys 4 bags of potatoes. The first bag has 8 potatoes in it. Second bag has 6 potatoes. Third bag has 10 potatoes in it. She has not yet counted the number of potatoes in the fourth bag. 10% is also the number of potatoes she has. Janet write 8 plus 6 plus 10 plus x, where x is the number of potatoes in the fourth bag, which expression also represents the total number of Janet's had. So what are you supposed to do? So in this case, you have 8 plus 6 plus 10 plus what? X. That is a D. But you have everything here in this one. And what type of property is this? What type of property is this? This is what? This is associative property. You just regroup the parentheses and it doesn't affect the answer. Okay? Lara write the expression as that's which property. Okay, so which property can be used to prove the two expressions are equivalent, to prove that the two expressions are equivalent. What property do you think? What do you think they did here? Over here, they just changed the position of the numbers. Nothing changed again. They just have to change the position of the numbers. That's all. So that is what associate commutative property. So there was no parentheses for regrouping. So That and there was not dissociating, which is distributive. So over here we have what commutative property. A trapezoid is shown as that. This is a trapezoid. What are you supposed to do? What is the area in square units of a trapezoid? So what are you supposed to do here? A trapezoid. So for a trapezoid, what is the area for finding a trapezoid? So you have 1/2 a plus b times h. Where a, this is the a and this is the b, and the h is for the height, okay? So half of the height is what 6, plus half of 12 is 6. Then you add the two bases together, b1, b2. So 15 plus 20 is 35. So 35 plus 6, or 35 times 6 will give us 210. Okay, 210. So it's 1/2 a, or 1/2 parenthesis, the bases, add the bases together and multiply by the height. Oh, multiply by the height to get the answer. As I'm leaving here, I plan to stop and then get 12, 2 o'clock and it's 2, 3. All right, so let's see this. What are we supposed to do here? Each side of the hexagon, this is a hexagon, it has 6 sides, okay? Each side of the hexagon is the same length. Please let's explain how Jamie can find the area of the hexagon. So how do you find the area of this hexagon? So add the areas of two congruent rectangles into the sides, lengths of this and the height of this. Add the areas of 6 congruent triangles, each with a base of this inches and a height of 8 inches. Add the areas of 6 congruent triangles, each with a base. This is a base. The base is what 4.62, and the height is what 8 inches. So you divide it, so the correct answer is what 8. Alright, suppose two rectangular prisms are shown with some dimensions labeled. So we have, for example, rectangular prism A, rectangular prism B. The area of the base prism B is 84 square units. Please state them. So now you know the area of the prism B to be 84 square units, and they're asking to compare the two. So it means you need to find the area, you need to find the volume of prism A, then you compare your answer. What is the formula for finding the volume of a rectangular prism? So you just have to multiply the three together. So 20 times 12 times 8, okay? Then you can get a volume. Then you will check whether the answer is which one more. So 20 times 8 is what? 160. 160 times 12 is what? Guys, help me out. Okay. So obviously the answer will be more than the 84. So you could say that the volume of prism A is not, so the A is out. Let's eliminate the answers. The volume of prism A is equal to, that is wrong. The volume of prism A is greater than the volume of prism B. That is correct. The volume of prism A is greater than the volume of prism B. The right rectangular prism has the height of this, and the area of the base is this. What is the volume? Okay, so in this case, too, you know the height to be 17.5 or 775 times. Know the area to be that. What is, how do you find volume? Volume is what? Area times height. So you just have to multiply it together and you get volume. That's all. So right rectangular prism, prism A and prism B have the same height. The volume of prism A is how the volume of prism B. This is so easy. If the base of the prism A has an area of 40, what do you think the area of base of prism B? If this is half of that, then this is 40, then the other one is for 80, okay? So we have square pyramid over here too. Square pyramid. For the square pyramid, it has one square here and 4 identical triangles, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 at the back. All right, so add the area of one square and the 4 identical triangles together. All right, do not collect data about the mean. I can go to, do not collect data about the number of pairs residents in this letter. You want to use one number to show how much the data is set value. What number could do not use? you could use a range to find it. Since this the difference between the highest and lowest number. Now guess what? Whatever you want. The value of whatever you want. Alright guys, I'll leave this for you as an assignment. A given data has a data set as this. The mean is the interquartile range, minimum value, and the maximum value. What do you think you need to do? This is so easy, right? First, measure, describe all the value in the data set. You have the mean, you have the interquartile range, you have the minimum value, you have the maximum value. So I'm leaving you with 2 questions, and I'm actually use a box and whisker plot. So for the box and whisker plot, I told you we need 5 things. We need a minimum value, we need a maximum value, we need the interquartile, that's the first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. And this is the least value or the minimum value. So we have over here, over here, over here, first quartile, second quartile, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. We have the least value or the minimum value, minimum, and we have the maximum value, right? So that is that you need to identify those your 5 number summary from those. Make sure when you are organized before you can now find the minimum value and the maximum value. Split them into equal halves. The first half you get a first quartile in it. The second half you get a second quartile of the third quartile in it. The difference between the first and the third is the interquartile range. So you can use it to plot your graph. Alright guys, this brings us to the end of the class. I believe this tutorial was helpful. I'll be able to go through some questions. I'll be able to go through some SCReady sample questions with you. And I hope you guys will be able to take it up and solve more questions for this. Right? So I wish you the best. Go do the best you can, but make sure you hit it so hard. For the best. Kill it. All right. Bye-bye. Love you guys.